Welcome to Life It with the DVD. I am back. I am back after maybe a 3 month, 3 month hiatus. I have been busy with fathering a new child, and that's been an amazing experience. I'm so happy to have a little one at this point, and it's truly been a blessing. But I wanted to get back to this channel because I feel that my work is not done here. I have talked about some really big things that personally, big to me, that I wanted to work on. Personally, the workout videos I wanted to get to. Um, but at the same time, I just wanted to come back and say, hey, I'm still here. I still would like to share a lot of my experience, things that I have gone through, the struggles that I've had with just this creation process, and just to share them with the world to let people know that you're not alone, right? There are many things that we need to battle, mostly internally, to getting over some of our fears and sharing our gifts with the world. And at least for me, this has been a really hard process. Um, there's been a lot of shadows within my own psyche of things that I thought, you know, I had overcome, but upon some re-evaluation, realized that I haven't, in terms of just my own fears and um, you know what I feel like I can contribute to the world. Because I think, at least for me, there's been a very strong internal voice that is constantly wanting to pull me into a type of obscurity where it thinks that the things that I know and have experienced aren't relatable. There aren't people out there that could benefit from hearing my experiences, um, and just some of the psychological and emotional things that I have dealt with, because a lot of the things I have dealt with have been all up here, right? It's really not been a process of going out and executing these things in the world. It's been a lack of doing that, where my battles are in my mind and not in the action that I'm taking in the external world. So, me doing this right now is a complete win. I know that I'll get this video posted, and I'll just be happy to get back on the bandwagon. Because I think before, just looking at the channel, I was really happy with how was creating consistently, but then at some point along the way, I started to feel a pressure to do better work, and I understand that pressure. However, I think I started to put a little bit too much expectation on myself to where it wasn't fun, and that expectation just kind of grated on my psyche, and just led to a feeling of like, I don't know what I can contribute. It made me want to retreat into that obscurity again of like, there's nothing I can share. I can't get it organized enough. I can't get my messages concise and organized enough in a way that people are going to want to hear it. And maybe that's true, but at the same time, maybe that's not the audience that I need to be targeting, really. Maybe I just need to be going through this process and sharing, and along the way, there'll be a transmutation of sorts of my message and what I have to share, and then getting to the specific points of how this can help other people. Because at least for me, when I watch other videos and have seen videos of people in the past, I like seeing their entire thought process, the no cut, uh, the full stream of consciousness from beginning to end, so that I can see what's happening for them and how, this is not a clear process of figuring out, your path, your message, what to do, how to do it, even why you're doing it, right? Just this whole creative process and just in sharing is, it's quite a bit of a journey. And it's been a very long journey for me. I say, well, I mean, I don't know if I could really quantify it at this point, but I've been building, a creative sort of brand since 2017. So, that's been 6, 7 years, I guess, um, in the making. But really, I have a lot of different ideas. My main goal is that I want to share here and try to help others in their own creative process in finding what that they want to do, right? To lift them up, lift you, right? Lift you up the hierarchy of your skills, so that you can get to a better place that you want to be. And maybe that's the message of this video in coming back, is that a lot of the battles that we face aren't in the external world, but solely up in our heads here. That we are our own worst enemy, and I have done videos on that before. If I remember how to do the cards, I will I will post it, the own worst enemy video. But yeah, we really are our own worst enemy sometimes, in that our mind uh, does us a disservice at times. Our mind has taken in too much of what, our own thoughts from the world, the programming from the world, the expressions and the feelings of other people that we have interacted with and been around in the world. And we've taken those things in and maybe have embodied them in a way that doesn't serve us, doesn't serve anybody, because we're not being ourselves, right? And yeah, this has been a lifelong struggle for me, is trying to blend in too much and being obscure, as opposed to really just being me, and sharing my own thought process that sometimes jumps around quite a bit. So it's important to remember to not always listen to your mind, but listen to your energy, where you're being compelled to move towards in the world, right? What are you compelled to acting upon versus not? And if you need to do something, and you don't want to do it, well, why do you feel like you might not want to do that thing? Like, what is it about that thing? And maybe investigate that a bit further to find out, well, hey, oh, your feelings, your energy isn't just not into that thing. So what do you want to do? What can you do to move towards the things that you want to do? And then also try to investigate, where are your fears in this thing? Where are the false beliefs that you might be telling yourself along the way? Are you telling yourself that you're not enough, that nobody wants to hear from you, that you're not important? Those sorts of things, those beliefs that are totally not true, because you're here, right? Everybody has a message to share, and everybody can contribute. And these are facts of life, right? We all have consciousness because we are here, right? And just remember that our mind will deceive us. And as much as we like to think that we can think our way out of problems sometimes, maybe it is we just need to act. And this is my attempt at acting and taking action towards the things I think I need to do, or feel like I need to do, which is ultimately share my message and try to make an impact. Hopefully somebody will hear this and be like, oh yeah, I get that, right? So anyway, I hope those in my audience appreciate this message with me coming back. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to keep up with YouTube's preference for algorithm and all that stuff. I'm sure I'll probably be buried for a bit, but it's okay, right? Ultimately, this is a process of me just trying to share uh, and just getting this message out there. So, thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. If you have made it all the way through this message, I appreciate it. A like or subscribe would be great as well, if you want. And until next time, I guess that's it. So I'll talk to you later. All right, bye.